Welcome, Sumit. Welcome to another brand new episode of Vision CA Career Talk. We have with us our esteemed startup member Sumit Goel with us. So let's quickly not waste time and start with the question answer session. Sumit, can you please introduce yourself from your formative years, wherein your journey from schooling in Rajasthan to successfully completing CA and now having two startups that are so much successful?
Well, thank you, Meet, to having me here. CA is like it's my between my heart to speak, to read, to write about anything about the institute. It's always privilege for me. I'll begin with my formative years. I started schooling at my rural village, where if someone speaks in English also, that's also a big, we normally consider as a big person. So, and there is no mentor at there, no one is guide to there. But I always say like this: if you have nothing, it's a blast for you. Don't consider it like a weakness. You should be feel privileged, like you don't have anything and you have to build everything from scratch. So I started schooling from my rural side. I had completed till HSC there, and fast forward, I had gone to Jagpur for my CPT level CPT. That was like my scary moment because we had not gone anywhere from outside our village. So it was like very scary how I will settle there, who will be the new person and all these things. Fast forwarding, I came to Bombay after clearing IPCC to my articleship, and that's also another journey I can say started.
Another level experience.
Yeah, because Bombay is very new for us, and we consider always from our childhood like Bombay is a very big city. It's a dream to reach here actually. Then after completing my CA, I had someone from my senior member had recommended me a few things that had done in startup world. By God bless, I had got one of the good mentor here who always supported me, and I think because of that I'm here where I reach in my career also. That's where we had I had began textile business. I had done a lot of export in Sri Lanka, but due to some timing situation, it's my first failure journey, I can say, and that's give me a lot of experience in terms of business skills, people talking, and all these things. And then after that, I started these startups. This is my small journey till here.
So it's actually the articleship. You're telling that your articleship journey has proved your pathway for your startup. So that's really nice for our aspirants to hear.
That gives me actually right direction. Where should I move in my career?
So very realistic story and very inspiring for all our aspirants. So we proceed with the second question. So you said that you had your training from you were into startups. So you were into exporting, right? You said. So where did you get the idea of doing a startup with ecosystem cleansers and deer cows?
So I'll tell you, when I stuck after the first failure from the Sri Lanka, I was a little bit, I can say it's a depressed situation. What will be the next? Because I have CA degree, but I don't want to pursue the same thing, like to pursue the job or to pursue the practice thing. So I had given almost 6 to 8 months what will be the next in my career. How can I help in society, in this world, in the same startup world? Then after a lot of research, I get to the conclusion like food is the best medicine in the life. The quality of life is actually depends on the food which you intake actually. So I think this is apart from this, I started researching on Indian cow breeds. Frankly speaking, from my childhood, I had seen my father like how he has given the first roti of the house to mother cow, and from this he always told me about this thing. The first that's where I get to know what's the importance of mother cows. I get to know how it's important in our daily life. In fact, in abroad, in the Western culture, they had adopted our Indian cows, and they are selling A2 milk, which is an Indian culture milk and Indian originated milk. But we had never
Original Gir cows. I can
emphasis
totally
on
relate.
that. And yeah, we had never emphasis on that actually. And then I get to know like why I can't serve these cows, and in the social business manner, it can become like a startup. That's where I came across with the idea and met with my other co-founders, Sarvesh Pandey and Prachi Masan. And that's where we had started our journey. About the ecosystem cleaners, I can say when I was in my childhood, I had seen everything has been reused by every family member. There is no wastage, there is no plastic pollution, nothing is there. So when I came Bombay, and I used to go to beach side, and I used to go beach side, and it's a very intense situation for me, like how much plastic we are, and plastics ultimate definition is they are impacting to our sea creatures
Voice
as
is
well.
breaking. Sorry.
It's a harming to them. Just a moment. Is it better now?
Yeah. Better.
So I was saying, when I was in my childhood, I'd seen in my village that everyone is reusing each and every thing, whatever the small things they have, and there is no plastic pollution. Plastic is not meant for the pollution itself. And then I came to Bombay, and I used to go beachside. I get to know like how much plastic is landing at these oceans, and how much it's to sea creatures. Am I audible? Meet, can you hear me?
Your voice is breaking actually again.
Is it better now?
Yeah, better. So last I heard is you came to Bombay and you went to beaches and you saw the waste.
Yeah, so that's where I came across with idea, like how can we save this plastic in a smarter way. That's where we had launched a small capsule of that's packed in the 100% water, so PVA film, and we are trying to reduce and reuse the plastic consumption. How can we make the habit of reuse the plastic? And till yet we had done a good job by saving around 45,000 bottles in Pan India.
That's really great actually. Also, you said about first roti your father and your family used to give to the cows. So I can totally relate, as I had my nana which had a gaushala of around 100 plus cows, and he used to always before eating he used to feed the cows before eating. So I can totally relate to what you said. So and that's really awesome. And another, your startup ecosystem cleansers, it's a really good thing actually. Many should follow this, and I think so you reusing the plastic is a very good thing which you are doing. So I think it would really go a long way. All the best for that.
Thank you.
So proceeding with the next question is, can you show us some highlights on challenges you have faced in during your entrepreneurship journey, and how you overcome that?
Yeah, I'll share the topmost I can say 4 to 5 things which I had faced, which I think every professional person should learn from the mistake which I had. First of all, like a left brain person, all the child accountants, lawyers, all the professional person are from the left brain. because the right brain is creative all the time. So you have to think new idea on every morning. How can I change this thing? How can I implement these things? Because execution is the main key. That's the first thing I'll suggest. Like, how can you develop your right brain which is more creative? The second thing I'll suggest to always like the second challenge I can say, always we work on the people driven organization. We need to work always on the process driven organization rather than people centric organization, because that helps us to create more momentum, more processes. That seems like a structured way to do business, because in our milk segment it's a very traditional business. It's a very difficult to make. It's a very structured way of startup. So that's the second challenge I had faced. The third thing, we always think like this, like how can we sell the things, how can we how can we take on the customer? That should not be the challenge. Always think from the perspective, how can I build the community overall, whatever we are doing. Like, for example, we are providing the A2 milk. So we are trying to create the community who can take care of our cows and can rethink about what's the importance of our indigenous cow breed. So always, so building the communities is a major challenge for us. But somehow we had defined some processes and make the customer-centric model that's helped us to build the community. The fourth thing, when you start any startup, it's very difficult to manage all the things, because you need to do the micro level management also, and that takes a lot of your time from your entire day. So you need to make your day like this, so that, or you need to make process like that, so that micro level management can be take care itself in the coming days. I can understand in the starting days you have to do all the things, but the process should be set like this. In the future, the process should work, rather than you have to be in the all decisions. I always think like this: if any leader of the startup is interrupting in all the decisions, it means there is something problem in your team or in your process. There should be liberty or freedom to your team members also, where they can take the decision.
Delegation of authority. I understand.
Yeah. Otherwise, you have to be in all the decisions. The last thing I'll tell you, it's a team building. It's a very I'll say hectic or very mindful job which we need to play in the startup, because every team member matter for us, because every team member makes the culture, motivate to other team members, motivate to entire organization, and that helps us to build and grow the startup. So these are the challenges which I had faced, and we are still trying to overcome in a few of the challenges.
So these were really good insights for new aspirants and everyone watching this video. So very thankful for your advices and your challenges you faced, you shared with us. Thank you. Next question is, we would love to know your journey of Dear Cows from a startup to a 6 crore turnover company.
It's a very long journey actually, but I'll try to sum up in few words. So when we started, it's like we were on the like I'll say, first of all, milk delivery is a very big challenge, because it's a daily thing and it's a perishable item. So you can understand how it's difficult to manage each and every customer, each and every area, delivery boy, and all these things. So in the beginning, we had started with the postpaid model. So, but after some times, but it's not late, but very soon we had realized milk business not like a postpaid model. It should be technology based, because we had done we want to structure this segment. If we are going to postpaid model, that's a traditional method we are adopting, and that's where we had shifted to customer centric model, and we had the name of Dear Cow. It's available both on Play Store and App Store. Now, customer on app itself, customer need the recharge, customer do option. All the work is done by technology itself. So it's a very for us. still we are learning a lot of things in that. Meet, can you hear me?
Your voice is breaking actually. One second. I cannot hear you.
Is it better now?
Yeah. Now it came back again. So yeah, you said your journey of dear cows to your 6 crores turnover, and it's from starting delivery mechanism and everything was really amazing. So let's
In
move.
fact, I'll add one more point here. This pandemic came off with a sudden jolt for all of us. And in the past few months, I'll say we are just overcoming with several challenges of delivery as well as to handle the customers, because everyone has shifted to their native place. So,
Yeah.
but till yet we had managed very properly and very efficiently. We are hoping that we will be able to serve very more efficiently in coming months.
Yeah. So it's really awesome to hear that challenges are being faced and they are the response to the challenges is so awesome, and you have conquered that challenges also. So we move on with our next question. We starting a startup, so there is no work-life balance. So would you like to share your experiences of work-life balance while doing your own startup and now successfully maintaining it?
So I'll tell you, Meet, it's a very tricky question actually. Whenever you start any startup, you have to give I can say 24 hours. If you can give, that's also very less.
Actually.
Still we are struggling with that. In fact, every founder, every entrepreneur gives very less time in their personal life, because they have their passion to follow their community, to follow the social things. What are the passion they had chosen to serve the community? That's the first point. In fact, I was just listening one of the podcast of Serial Entrepreneur. He had mentioned, like, if you are not able to manage your work-life balance, in that means you are not doing great job at your work. Maybe you have to make some more efficient processes. Or if you are doing, you are not giving your personal life efficient time, it means you are doing something at your personal life. So I'll say for every entrepreneur in the start, it's a very difficult to give more time to their personal life. Obviously, they want to grow their startup, they want to follow their passion, they want to build very quickly. So you have to give more time. I'll say 70 to 80% time you have to give your startup. The rest 20%, so you give your time to personal life. So you have to manage your priority. What's the priority of the 20%? If you are not making your priority, then work-life balance you can't manage, and you will be shitty either your work life or your personal life.
I think every startup entrepreneur would relate with this.
Yeah.
So next question would be skills CA should work upon to become a successful entrepreneurs and great leaders.
I'll give the answer in the 2 points here, which I had learned, like I should work in my in my articleship or before articleship or in between the CA. The first thing, we are not so smart in the tech side. That means we always think from the right brain. So we need to think like how the technology can work all the things. We always think like how the process can work. That's also an important aspect. But we always need to think how the technology can work, because in our Dear Cows, all the work done by the technology itself. So it's an app-based customer-centric model. So we need to really work as a skill in the tech development with the advanced level. We know that there's normal things of the tech, but we always work on the advanced thing. The second thing I'll say, as a CA, we always works on the chair, table, and all these things. We never go on the ground side we always talk about the idea, but less on the execution side. But I had developed the another way. Always give the 80%, 90% to execution side and 10 to 20% to idea. Because if you have idea, nobody has the patent on that. Anyone can copy at any time. If you are not doing any, not going to do any prompt execution, that will not be matter how efficient or how smart idea you have. So execution is always matter. That's the two thing I'll suggest to see a young member. So to work on their skill part.
Means focusing on the central idea of what actually happens at the ground level is the important thing you wanted to say.
Yeah, on the grassroots level.
Yeah, I can totally relate. So it was a very great idea for all the aspirants looking at this video. So next question is, what future do you see of sustainable development and ESG, environment, social governance in CA profession, and how CA and aspirant CAs can educate and become aware about the same?
I'll start this question and answer. I was just reading one book of climate change written by Bill Gates. He has clearly mentioned like we are adding 51 billion tons of, I can say, greenhouse gas emission every year. That's a very huge. We have to go so far because whatever the mistakes we are doing right now, it will be very much problematic for our next generation. So I'll say, and the second thing, in India itself, we are only reusing 6% of plastic. Still, we are 40% behind to reach 100%. So I'll say the future of this sustainable development is it's a very awesome, because everyone is become more conscious consumer. In fact, you will also felt that thing. Whenever you buy new thing, you always read like what's the packaging, what's the ingredients are there. So everyone is becoming more consumer, more conscious in this decade. If I compare with the first decade of this century, so I'll say it's a very good opportunity for all the CA aspirants or all the upcoming entrepreneurs. And we have to change our habits, because in fact, when I started this thing, I was realizing how much waste I'm generating myself. And then I started like where I can cut down the things where I myself can. It's not about the plastic only, like from the paper itself. For example, in our CA career, we use a lot of papers. So there should be some technique where we can reduce the uses of paper and can shift on the maybe laptop, maybe on the laptop, and all these things. These things should be worked upon to make our environment more sustainable.
Very nice insights. So only thing I can say is we need, as people are getting educated, I think this will be a boon, because everyone would be aware that to sustain in future you need to reduce the waste which we are generating. So that's really good. Thank you for that advice, Sumit. So last thing, what advice would you give to your young aspirant CA aspirants which are doing CA to have courage to start their own startups and believe in oneself?
I'll start from here. Guys, if you have very small idea itself, and if you have little bit confidence that it will be more successful, I'll suggest rather than pursue job or maybe other things of CA career, you just jump in the startup world. It's very privileged to jump in this world, and you will learn a lot of things in this human life. So I'll say, if you have the small confidence of maybe 15-20%, and that you seems it's a very good idea, and you have the self-confidence on that idea, just jump that idea and start the execution. Don't stuck on the idea itself. Start execution. You will realize how much time you had saved and how much good things you are doing for the entire world. And second thing I'll suggest, like whenever you start anything, your purpose should be very much clear, because that will define your direction, your goal, where you want to reach, what's your mission, what's your vision, and all these things. So always clear with your purpose. If you take some time to clear your purpose, please clear that part, and then let's start execution that thing. These are the things I'll suggest to my young aspirants of CA community.
Thank you so much, Sumit, for your advices for the young aspirants. Only thing, last one thing I would ask you is what would be the right time to get into any startup? So, or where would you think that this idea is very strong? I can have this own startup.
There is no right and wrong to start this timing, and the timing factor. If you believe at any moment like this can be correct and this will help and this will be able to help solve any problem, just start education, just start implementing your idea. Don't wait for anything. Everything will be starting happening. Everything will come with you. People will join to you. Community will be built up. Team will be built up. But you need to start from 0 to 1. If you have reached to 1, then it will be very much easier to reach on the 10th. And after 10th, you can jump to the 100th side. So I'll suggest one thing. There is no right and wrong. You just start implementing your idea, whatever you have in your mind.
Taking baby steps and starting, jumping off once is the only solution. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sumit, for your time. Thank you for enlightening us with your presence and for the podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Meet, for having me here. It's a very privilege to speak at Vision CA.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.